Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Thursday, August 6th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner and I make these daily videos so that we can all stay on a purpose-driven path, living one day at a time, doing our best to say nice things to ourselves, drink a lot of water, eat right, and take plenty of Geritol, right? Who remembers that commercial? Oh my gosh. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. All my info's down below in the diddly-do box. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you can email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Excuse me. All right, so today I'm doing a general reading for all of us, especially during this time of COVID, and I'm working with this old deck that I found was published in 1999. It's the Shapeshifter Tarot, and all the information from the authors, there are three authors, DJ Conway, Sirona, Knight, and the illustrations by Lisa Hunt. It's really a beautiful deck, and all that info is down below if you want to find out about it. Okay, we got some big cards today, major arcana cards. So here's our general reading. Our first card is this powerful moon. Now, we just had our full moon here globally. It just happened a few days ago. So we might still be feeling the effect of this full moon. So what's Spirit saying about that? Okay, so do we see how these misty waters are kind of coming up around this? It looks like a dead tree. And I don't know if you can see, these two absolutely look like wolves, but behind them it looks like there's dolphin. So that's that mystical waters, that energetic time that's still around from this past full moon. But this could be the invitation for you to really step into more of your psychic abilities and step more into your dream time. Allow more of that time for visioning, for creating whatever this looks like a declaration, right? The way they're howling it out at the moon. So remember that Spirit is always here and trying to communicate with you. So reach into your dreams. If there are some specific questions that you have, this is a great time to ask questions. Ask a question before you go to sleep. This is old shaman's trick. Ask a question before you go to bed. Drink a big glass of water. Have a notebook and pen near you. Your bladder's going to awaken you. Make sure you drink enough water that you're going to have to wake up in the middle of the night. And allow that to... when you awaken, you might gotta go, but write down your dream from where you are. It will happen, it takes practice, it will happen during a dream cycle. If you state that intention to, of course it will happen. It's becoming more in dialogue with your body so that it responds to those ways so that you are able to recall your dreams. Having pen and paper available so that you can write it down, keeping your electronics at bay also help. But I know it's tricky for some people to sleep without those. So just remember those things might be blocking your dreams if you're sleeping with iPhones, iPads nearby. Okay, message received, Spirit saying, you got to stop doing that. I'm like, well, I like it. I put on 30 Rock. It makes me happy. Those kids crack me up. Okay, so know that also this is an invitation. Tap into that wolf medicine. Did I say that? I might have, of really making a declaration. Maybe you're ready to step forward in a new way, or if we had conflict earlier in the week about claiming your space, being with your tribe, really making that shamanic declaration, which is really powerful. All right, our second card is this beautiful, oh gosh, these cards are so pretty, but I don't think they're good for the video. There's too much light. There's too much light. Okay, so this is from the Major Arcana. It's number 0, which is about, in a traditional tarot deck, this would be the Fool card. But what I love that they've done here is they call this the initiation rather. So the initiation, there are all kinds of symbols here in the images, which you may be able to see. It looks like he's got a dragon on his back, but it's helping guide him. And there's a snake with its tail in his mouth, which is a symbol for eternity. And he's holding this apple, which is that symbol of rebirth and growing and expanding. So this invitation here This is not a typical fool message for you today about jump in, be foolhardy, just go for it. This is about using your control, using the control that you have, controlling the elements around you, more like the magician. This is what I'm hearing of noticing your potential, but using willpower to reach your goals. What's that mean? Use willpower to reach my goals. Well, some of you get a bright idea, a great idea, an inspirational idea, and you, boom, you're off and running at the races like you're ready to take action. But when we use that power of willpower, it is about staying in balance. I love the balance of this card with this masculine and feminine. We've been talking about that the last couple of days, of being in that kind of balance, to be checking in with spirit and allow spirit to show you the natural flow of next logical step. That's what this means, right? Let's say you want to start a business. The first thing you don't do is place the office supply order, right? I'm sure you've got a notepad and pens and things for you to use around. You don't need to stock the office as if you had a team of 30 when you're just one person. Use a little willpower with the Amazon buttons. Use a little willpower when you are ready to will something into your life. And using willpower is about calling that energy that we want to cultivate. Like it's not about restriction. Willpower has been used by all the diet industries for so long. You have to have willpower. We help you have willpower. That's not the truth. Willpower is being able to stand in this. Look at how he is with the arms open, calling in the universe. I am ready to will this into creation, and allowing spirit to, from the quagmire of the great primordial soup, allow this new life to emerge. And of course, we're still talking about your spiritual growth, your spiritual path, you using this beautiful, you know, CEOs do this all the time, work with their intuitions and that higher power, you know, to reach their goals. Why can't you? Who says you can't have those things? All right, our final tarot card today. Listen, this deck cracks me up. This is number 13, the God of Air, and it says air element wands, which is so interesting. Okay, here's an invitation to any Gemini that wants to sit down and have a conversation with me about how we feel that the wands and the fire signs have been switched over to the air signs stuff, and the swords, and the air signs are here with the wands. I think that's really interesting, but that's kind of me tarot geeking out here. I have a couple Geminis I'd love to talk to this about. Okay, this God of Air, he is this handsome man, even though this is tradition. I love it when they put men's faces on the queens. This is truly the Queen of Wands. So this is about you mastering. Look at how he has this falcon, which the hawk messenger is one of my favorite messengers, and I carry some hawk medicine with me. But this guy is about stepping into that divine hawk, all-knowing, being able, falcon sort of activated, of being able to rise above and see the big picture and still cultivate these incredible relationships. Now, what might be tricky to see is this sacred spiral behind us, which is how this world continues to turn and turn and turn. I've talked about fractals before. They take on that sort of same spinning, the sacred spiral, the labyrinth, all of that. So this is you stepping into that power mastery. Focus on your spiritual growth. I know you have some goals that you want to reach. Some of you want to be in partnership. Some of you want to be in business. Some of you want better family relationships. Focus on your spiritual path first. When you get right with yourself, with God, Spirit, the universe, whatever, however you pray, when you're able to do that, then those obstacles are pushed out of our way. As if the beautiful Ganesh, I keep saying Ganesh, Ganesh is that Hindi god who has the elephant's head that moves all obstacles out of our way. So we don't even have to, it's like we're walking on rose petals. Like we are each God's favorite child, the most divine. So we're able to step into that loving energy and it spills over to others. All right, our final card today is from the Wisdom of the Oracle. You guys know how much I love this deck. Colette Baron-Reid. It's one of my new ones. Info down below. Got that one on Amazon. All right, this card is number 36, and it says, come to the edge. Come to the edge. Come to the edge with your wisdom, with your rebirth, and have a leap of faith. This is a leap of faith. Now, listen, having faith is probably one of the best commodities we could have right now. You got to have faith. Stick to your faith path, whatever that is that works for you, and allow yourselves to feel the lightness of that spiritual growth that you're going through so that you're able to become lighter. When we have a strong spiritual belief or foundation, we're able to recognize what is ours and what is someone else's, and where we might need to help and where we might need to just kind of back away. All those things get worked out behind the scenes without us even knowing. So have the courage to have a leap of faith and to, what's it say? Come to the edge. Abraham Hicks always says, you know, you can't, well, it's lonely on the leading edge is what she says. Right? I was going to say something else that she didn't say at all, which I guess I could say. Like, it's not crowded on the leading edge. Like, there aren't a whole bunch, you know, being on the leading edge means following your intuition, being in practice with your meditation practice, knowing where your sources are and that energy, where it comes from, so you're able to call on it and use it as one of your divine resources. It really is here for all of us. All of us. Wow, very exciting day. Oh, I'm loving this Shapeshifter deck. It's so pretty. I hope that you're enjoying it too. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much. You know, liking, sharing, subscribing. All in my matrix, it says that 47% of you still don't subscribe to my channel. So maybe you don't even have your own Facebook channel. You can do it. Make a channel, you know, just create an account. You don't have to post a video or post videos. It's really easy. I mean, you get quality like mine, but it's fun. All right. Take really good care of yourself. Listening to God, Spirit, is often the greatest challenge. So remember to tend to your meditation practice today, and that will remind you of how you receive your information. Ask Spirit, how do I know your messages? What Eckhart Tolle always says is, show me the signs, show me the signs. And I love that one. Look for the signposts and look where your eye is drawn. Answers are everywhere. That's why I painted that. All right, my dear. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.